In the heart of Southeast Asia lies a nation rising far faster than anyone anticipated. A country once seen simply as a low-cost manufacturing base is now emerging as one of the most strategic cargo handling and logistics hubs in all of Asia. Today, as global supply chains undergo their biggest transformation in decades, Vietnam is no longer the backup plan. It is becoming the priority. And this is the story of why. Vietnam's geographic position is one of its greatest natural strengths. Stretching more than 3,200 kilometers along the coastline of the East Sea, the country sits directly on one of the world's busiest maritime corridors. This is not just proximity to major shipping routes. It is part of the lifeline that connects East Asia with Europe, the Middle East, and the Pacific. From Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City, every industrial corridor leads toward deep sea access, giving Vietnam a logistical advantage that cannot be replicated elsewhere. Over the last decade, Vietnam has built and expanded more than 45 commercial ports, handling hundreds of millions of tons of cargo each year. Among them, the Cai Mep Thi Vai deep sea port stands out as one of the few in the world capable of receiving 200,000 DWT vessels. These ships can travel directly to the United States and Europe without transshipment, placing Vietnam in the same category as global maritime giants. In 2023, Cai Mep ranked among the world's top 20 fastest growing ports, outperforming many well-established competitors across the region. This rapid ascent is not accidental. It is the result of long-term planning, investment, and strategic focus. Cargo follows manufacturing, and Vietnam's manufacturing sector has undergone an explosive transformation. Samsung now produces nearly half of its global smartphones in Vietnam. Apple suppliers have shifted more than 11 major product lines to Vietnamese factories, including AirPods and Apple Watches, with MacBook assembly on the horizon. Foxconn continues to expand aggressively across Bac Giang and Quang Ninh, while Lego is constructing a $1 billion carbon-neutral factory, its first in Asia. These shifts represent tectonic changes in the world's supply chain dynamics, and wherever production expands, cargo volume multiplies. Vietnam has become a central engine powering global trade flows. Another major factor behind Vietnam's rise is cost competitiveness at a time when logistics prices across Asia continue to climb. Vietnam offers a rare combination: a highly capable workforce, efficient customs procedures, affordable warehousing, and competitive inland transportation. For companies navigating inflation and supply chain volatility, these advantages are not simply appealing. They are decisive. Vietnam's strength does not come from ports alone, but from a multimodal logistics ecosystem. By sea, Vietnam offers direct routes to the U.S. West Coast and major European ports. By air, the country's airports are rapidly increasing cargo handling capacity. By rail, Vietnam connects directly into China's Belt and Road network, reaching Europe in as little as 18 to 20 days. By road, an expanding expressway system links industrial zones across the entire nation. This network creates a fluid, adaptable logistics environment that keeps goods moving with efficiency and predictability. The logistics sector itself has become one of Vietnam's fastest-growing industries. Over the past decade, logistics GDP has expanded by 14 to 16% annually, placing Vietnam among the top 3 fastest-growing logistics markets in Asia. By 2025, the logistics market is projected to reach close to $90 billion. This momentum reflects a clear message. Vietnam is transitioning from a rising star to a regional powerhouse. International organizations have taken notice. In the World Bank's Logistics Performance Index, Vietnam ranks 43rd globally, ahead of major regional players like Indonesia and the Philippines, and closing in on Thailand and Malaysia. For a developing nation, this rise is extraordinary, showing a logistics ecosystem maturing at a pace that few predicted. Foreign direct investment has flowed into Vietnam at record levels. In 2023 alone, the country attracted over $36.6 billion in FDI, the highest in years. Manufacturing accounted for more than 60% of this investment, fueling a continuous surge in raw material imports and finished goods exports. Each new factory, each new industrial zone generates new demand for cargo handling, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of growth. Vietnam's transformation is also powered by large-scale infrastructure development. The Long Thanh International Airport, now under construction, is expected to become one of Southeast Asia's most important air cargo hubs. The North-South Expressway continues to reshape inland logistics. New deep-sea ports, cold chain facilities, inland container depots, and integrated logistics parks are being developed nationwide. Vietnam is preparing not only for today's cargo volumes, but for the demands of the next half-century. All of this is built upon political stability, economic consistency, and a regulatory environment that continues to modernize. In a world defined by uncertainty, Vietnam has become a stable anchor for companies seeking reliable production and resilient supply chains. So why choose Vietnam for your cargo handling? Because Vietnam is no longer just a destination on the map. It is a rising force in global logistics, shaped by strategic geography, strengthened by world-class infrastructure, powered by industrial expansion, and accelerated by global investment. The world is shifting, supply chains are restructuring, and Vietnam is ready. The future of cargo in Asia has a new home, and its name is Vietnam.